Hello everyone, here are some notable updates on the England national team ahead of the Euro 2024 quarterfinals. Let's dive into it with Football Insights 247 right after this video. Foden hints at Southgate misusing him in England's squad. After 4 matches at Euro 2024, Phil Foden has been one of the most disappointing stars of the tournament. The Manchester City player has yet to contribute a goal or an assist. The underperformance of the 2023-24 Premier League Player of the Season has left many England fans dissatisfied. Foden's struggles can be attributed to being played out of position and the lack of support from the fullbacks. Specifically, the England No. 11 has often been deployed on the left wing by manager Gareth Southgate. This positioning has significantly reduced Foden's ability to cut inside and shoot, which is one of his strengths. Instead, the Manchester City midfielder has had to resort to crossing the ball and hasn't been able to play as freely as he would like. Recently, when asked about his poor performance at this year's Euro, Foden hinted that Southgate might be misusing him. This season, I've proven that my best position is in the center, where I've scored many goals for Man City. I want to play wide and always feel comfortable playing in the central midfield. However, this is unlikely to happen for Foden as Jude Bellingham is currently considered indispensable in that role. As a result, it wouldn't be surprising if Foden continues to struggle in the Euro 2024 quarterfinal against Switzerland. England receives good news ahead of Euro 2024 quarterfinal. This weekend, England will face Switzerland in the Euro 2024 quarterfinal. After a hard-fought win against Slovakia, England fans have reasons to worry about their team's chances of advancing. Despite their superior lineup, Harry Kane and his teammates struggled and only progressed thanks to a moment of brilliance from Jude Bellingham. According to The Sun, England has received some bad news as defender John Stones is dealing with a knee issue, making his participation doubtful. On the positive side, Luke Shaw has fully rejoined England's training sessions. The Manchester United defender has not played a single minute at Euro 2024 due to injury. Shaw's return is a significant boost for Southgate. His versatility will be a great support for Phil Foden, who has been criticized recently for his poor form. The quarterfinal match between England and Switzerland will take place at 23 o'clock on July 6, 2024 at Düsseldorf Arena in Germany. 5 England stars risk missing Euro 2024 semi-final. England barely made it past the round of 16 after being held by Slovakia until the last moments. Jude Bellingham's stunning bicycle kick sent the match into extra time, and Harry Kane's header secured a dramatic 2-1 victory for the Three Lions. However, a flurry of yellow cards from Turkish referee Umut Meler means 5 England players risk missing the semi-final. Mark Gehi, Kabi Mainu, and Jude Bellingham all received yellow cards in the first 17 minutes against Slovakia. If Bellingham or Mainu receive another yellow card, they will be suspended for the semi-final against either the Netherlands or Turkey. Phil Foden, Kieran Trippier, and Conor Gallagher also risk suspension if they receive a yellow card against Switzerland, having already been booked earlier in the tournament. Southgate will undoubtedly urge his players to behave cautiously, as Getty is already suspended for the quarterfinal after receiving his second yellow card of the tournament. However, if these players avoid a booking against Switzerland, their yellow cards will be wiped for the semi-final. This means the Three Lions would only miss the final due to a red card in the semi-final, assuming they reach that stage. All eyes are now on this crucial quarter-final. But bad news has already surfaced for Southgate, as Bellingham is under investigation for a controversial celebration against Slovakia. Bellingham appeared to grab his groin after scoring, which some interpreted as a taunt towards the Slovakia bench. Cole Palmer speaks out about starting role for England. Despite being Chelsea's top scorer last season, Cole Palmer has struggled to break into England's starting lineup, with Southgate favoring Harry Kane, Jude Bellingham, Phil Foden, and Bukayo Saka. As a result, the former Manchester City striker has had to settle for a place on the bench, and his chances of starting against Switzerland are slim. In a statement quoted by the Mirror, Hammer expressed his frustration about not being a regular starter for England. "Of course, I want to start for England. Every player wants to start, but if I don't get that chance, I have to find a way to make a big enough impact from the bench to force the manager's hand." Southgate tests new formation for England. According to The Sun, Southgate has been drilling his players in a 3 center-back formation during recent training sessions, preparing for the quarterfinal against Switzerland on July 6th. This is the first time England has practiced this formation in the current Euro 2024 campaign. One tactical option involves Kyle Walker moving to center-back, with Kieran Trippier on the left and Trent Alexander-Arnold on the right. If Luke Shaw is fit, he would be the ideal choice for the left wing-back position. The left-back role has been a weak point for England, with neither Trippier nor Bukayo Saka performing well out of position. Another potential setup would see England field 3 center-backs, Ezri Konsa on the left, John Stones in the middle, and Walker on the right. Saka would play ahead of Konsa and Trippier ahead of Walker. This formation also allows Southgate to deploy to strikers. Alternatively, Foden and Bellingham could play as dual no-10s behind Harry Kane. If Bellingham is suspended by UEFA, Ivan Toney might partner Kane up front, with Foden as the sole no-10. England is no stranger to a 3 center-back formation, having used it in some matches at the 2018 World Cup and Euro 2020, including the final against Italy. Ivan Toney unhappy with Southgate. This is Toney's first appearance in a continental tournament, as he was subbed on during the final seconds of injury time. Before the Euro, Toney had only 3 caps for the national team, first debuting in September 2022 in the Nations League. After the match, Coach Southgate jokingly remarked that Toney felt disgusted for being brought on so late in a game where England desperately needed a goal. However, the Brentford striker clarified his feelings. He admitted that he was frustrated with the situation, but is still ready to contribute in any role during the tournament. In a Wednesday press conference, Toney said, "It's always tough. For all of us, playing weekly for the club has been very intense. I've been in this position before, and when the opportunity arises, I will seize it." After a disappointing season marked by an 8-month ban for violating FA betting rules, the 28-year-old striker admitted he sought support from a sports psychologist at Brentford. At the club, there's a sports psychologist named Michael Caulfield. Toney said, "He helps me manage my emotions." Yes, I felt frustrated, but there were still 30 minutes left, including extra time, and I had to shake off that feeling to focus on the game. People often call players like me substitutes, but I think we should be called finishers. We need to be ready and understand that it takes more than 11 players to win a championship. Toney made a notable impact during his brief time on the pitch, assisting Harry Kane's decisive goal in injury time, just minutes after Jude Bellingham's stunning volley equalized for England. After the game, Southgate elaborated on his comment that Toney felt disgusted about not playing. "I could read his thoughts from his expression, and I understand that," Southgate told TalkSport. "I put him on with just a minute to go. Any player would think I've been on the bench the whole tournament, and you're not using me. But I told him, I know this isn't ideal, and I know this isn't what you want, but it might only take a moment. I think he's forgiven me now."